How you liking them strong, empowered women now, Disney? What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Mary B, bringing you the mayhem, and today we have a wonderful little article that we're going to bring to you. But before I get into it, I want to give a big shout out to my friend Geeky Candy, who has a wonderful channel here on YouTube. You guys should go check her out. Just Geeky Candy. Make sure you go give her some love and tell her I sent you. So yes, Disney has a pistol on their hands. You liking them strong, empowered women, right, Disney? Well, you do have a strong, empowered woman on your hands, and she's not too fond of the strong women character cliche that's come to be the case over the last few years. So let's go ahead and get into this article, and then, of course, I'll give you my thoughts at the end. So, Disney Screenwriter is tired of strong female characters. One of Disney's most prolific screenwriters has had just about enough of the verbiage about strong female characters. Linda Wolverton is the screenwriter responsible for developing Belle into an astute bookworm in Beauty and the Beast. She also had a hand in taking the fiendish Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty and creating a villain among villains. She says she's familiar with the phrase strong female characters, and she's rather sick of it, saying she's heard it for years and years. It's just an easy term, Wolverton said. What does it mean? The famous Disney screenwriter says that there are so many more ways to describe women rather than limiting that description to the only word strong. She goes further by giving her own take on the definition of a strong female character, explaining what the phrase should mean rather than what it usually means in the mainstream. A strong female character is somebody who is proactive in their world, who affects their world and isn't a victim or even victimized by it, Wolverton said. If they are victimized by it, they take action to change that for themselves. Wolverton says that those so-called strong female characters in stories look at the world in interesting ways, and that is those unique perspectives that serve to make a woman strong if she will stand up and be vocal about her perspectives. The dynamic Disney screenwriter says that there are so many ways to describe a woman, rather than only referring to her as strong. Wolverton has worked as a children's theater producer and an animated television writer, after which Disney hired her. The studio was pleasantly surprised to see what she could do, something that many writers had not been able to do. After the success Disney enjoyed from its full-length feature film Snow White and the Seven Dwarves in 1937, Walt himself began to work on an adaptation of Beauty and the Beast, but writer after writer found it nearly impossible to tell the story of the beautiful maiden and the prince who'd been cursed with the hideous appearance of a monster. So the article just goes on at this point to sort of explain the link between our wonderful writer here, Linda Wolverton, and the actual Beauty and the Beast and other various films that she's put out for Disney herself. And she does have an absolutely impressive resume as a screenwriter, and she's done a lot to sort of empower women, to show empowered women on the screen, right? But I'm going to go ahead and get into some different quotes that we have from her, and these are absolutely epic, and I wanted to get those out there to you. So, just further quotes by her. She says, strong female characters. It's a phrase that's been more than a little warped today, thrown around as a blanket statement to hype up any movie with a female lead. Wolverton thinks the term has become trite. And there are so many more facets to a woman than just strong, she explains. I think it's a catch-all phrase that hopefully, as we explore the dimensions of female protagonists, will fade away into more specifics about that particular character. The nuance goes further. It's not so easy as swapping out male leads for female ones, Wolverton argues. Women don't do the same things. They don't make the same choices. They don't have the same struggles, she says. You don't just take out a male protagonist and plug in a female and put a sword in her hand and call it good, because that's not going to change anything. I could not agree with this woman more, and I could not appreciate her taking a stance more. Now, I've made no bones about it. Belle is absolutely my heroine of all heroines. I have loved her since my childhood, and she was essentially the female icon that I tried most to model myself after. A woman with a kind and beautiful heart who approached things in a way that were a bit outside of the box. She certainly wasn't a strong female protagonist, but she was definitely an empowered female protagonist. And I had no idea about this. I've always considered myself this huge Disney nerd who could have gone toe to toe with just anybody on any Disney fact, and I had no idea who this woman was, or that she played such a large role in crafting this wonderful protagonist. And her words are completely true, and they're legitimate, because the fact of the matter is that women need to be empowered, not strong. And shoving a sword in a woman's hand and thrusting her out on a battlefield does not an empowered woman make. You can be as brutally strong as you would like to be, and if you have a brick for a brain, then it does you no good. You're not going to be able to put yourself in a position where you can actually tackle problems head on. I am so thrilled to see someone of her stature standing up against this ridiculous notion that in order for a female to be strong and empowered, that you must shove her into the place of a male and then you call it handled. This is a wonderful article for me to see, and I am curious to see how Disney is going to react to such a prevalent woman standing up and speaking out against this trope about the strong, empowered female. What I'd like to see is a character done well, a character whose arc is wonderful and enjoyable, and someone who I can relate to. I'm never going to pick up a sword, and I'm never going to run out and do battle, but I will understand the struggles of a person who has to face something intellectually. And that resonates with me as a woman, and I think that it resonates with most women. So those are my thoughts on this, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys later. Love, love.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.